How's it going, Rogues Gallery? And welcome to something pretty different. We're going to be experimenting today and seeing if people like this kind of video, but, well, let's just get on with it and tell you what's kind of going on today. You've already probably read the title and seen the thumbnail and everything. So, I very recently just finished building all of my new decks for Shadowverse Evolve for the Alter Chaotica meta. So we have 6 brand new decks here. Here's my new Lashena Runecraft deck, plus 3 updated and returning decks. And while I was doing this, I was realizing that my collection wasn't sorted in the best way possible. I have several, like, 8 of these other boxes very similar to this that I store my chase hits in, essentially. Like, basically like foils, you know, legendary cards, gold cards, parallel foils, all that kind of good stuff. And they're by set. And it's kind of a pain in the butt building new decks, flopping between all of the different stuff. And so what we're going to do today, and we're just going to start with some piles and we'll keep going, is we're just going to talk about Shadowverse Evolve and we're going to sort some things as we go. So here is just a pile that I have that was just sitting here on the table here. This is Idolmaster. And I think what we're going to do for Idolmaster and Umamusume when we get to it is these are going to end up being their own piles, I think. So what we're going to do is, I think these are starter deck legendaries. So any legendaries and any parallel foils, I'm going to stick aside. Here's a parallel foil. I think these are all just regular golds. Golds are just going to go into like, kind of like, I'm going to call them bulk, but they're just going to go into like long box storage. That's going to be by set. But everything else I'm gonna sort out properly. And so the golds, beautiful as they are, we're gonna stick them over here. Here are some of my, well, these are my extra cards from the latest set, Alter Chaotica, and we're gonna sort these out as well. This big stack on the top, these were cards that, which ones? Oh yeah. So these were cards that were my, like, extras. At least these are. These are my extra Alter Chaotica cards. So basically, all the cards that I have that I pulled that were in excess of a playsets, right? And then also just some other cards. So these are cards that I was looking to sell or trade or whatever. What are these? These are Verdant Steel. Yes, Machina Abyss stuff. Okay, I'm just gonna set this aside as well. That'll also get sorted at a different time. Today, like I said, we're basically sorting our legendaries and all that kind of stuff. We're going to be sorting it into class. These are special foils, tokens. These will go into their own special pile. And then these are the rest of my Alter Chaotica cards that were not... oh, what are we going to do for the parallel foils? I think we're going to... I don't know how I want to sort the parallel foils. We'll set these aside for now. Anyway, Alter Chaotica cards. These are the rest of the ones that I have that are my actual playsets that I'm playing with. I'm just going to mix them all up now. This is an Ultimate Rare. Ultimate Rare is going to go in their own pile. I already have them kind of over here. Do I have a spare sleeve? I do have a spare sleeve. Hey, look. There's a sleeve. We'll just stick Alexiel here in the spare sleeve for now. And these are all of my... Well, not all of them, but most of my extra Ultimate Rare cards that I just have that aren't in decks after building all my stuff. Oh, and here we have a leader. And here we have another leader. So all that kind of stuff is going to go in its own pile. We'll have a special spot for that. And then this is promo cards. So these are like foil promos and whatnot. So all of the promo cards that we have will end up going into here. We have more of these, so we'll put these together. This one is a promo, but it is... we'll keep the promos together. We'll keep the promos together. I don't know, it's going to get a little messy here, but we'll figure things out. Hey, look, it's my buddy Chris. And it's my buddy Igni. Twice. Anyway, hey, if you're wondering where my ambassador thing is, it's coming, alright? It's coming. Alright, so, yeah, just kind of like sit back and chill, and we're just going to talk about Shadowverse Evolve. So we have Dragon, and we're going to sort these all into piles by class type. So we have the 6 main classes, and then we have neutrals and all that kind of good stuff. And I think that's how I'm going to organize my binder from now on. And by my binder, I mean I'm going to get a binder because I don't have one for Shadowverse. I'm like, why don't I have a binder for organizing Shadowverse? I should. I have it for like a lot of other TCGs. I should just do it for Shadowverse. And so, you know, 8 sets in, I think it's finally time. And once we get all these sorted by pile, I'll make a pass through all of the piles and then sort the piles by, like, you know, card types. Well, not card types specifically, but, like, you know, put all the duplicates together and so forth. Like these Ozzy Dahakas, here's the Alexials. Yeah, and since I buy a case every single set, I have quite a lot of Shadowverse Evolve cards. At least, you know, a full playset of the whole game. So here's some more tokens. These are foil tokens. We'll put these over with these other foil tokens. I'm not sure what we're going to exactly do with them. Let's see, we'll grab the closest pile. So we have a bunch of sleeves from decks that got unsleeved. And then here we have some more legendaries. There's going to be a bunch of random ones just kind of sitting around because I've, like, made decks and swapped things up so much that I have... Oh, wait a minute. These... Yeah, I should do it. I'm building a Machina Glory Finder deck, and that's what this little pile is here. But I think I'm just going to sort these out properly here, and then I can build... After everything's all sorted, I'll build out the cards that I need for the Machina deck again. Put gold pile here that's not being used. The biggest time sink for this is going to be sorting through all of the golds and then trying to find a good place for them. Good luck. Vampire dude. I'll get some... I'm going to play with him soon. I do want to make a marine deck. I think that'd be really cool. So yeah, these are dragon. It's Kudlak again. Also, here are some parallel foil cards and then some non-parallel foil cards. So parallel foil, yeah, we'll just stick all the parallel foils in their own little pile. These are playables, but not golds. And then we have Uma cards. We'll put Uma up here. We already have Idolmaster up here. We have Idolmaster, and then some playables, but not... I don't know what I'm doing with these. I'll just set these to the side for now, I guess. Anyway, we'll just grab the pile. Oh, this is all... Yeah, so you can see I haven't been able to even sort some of these more recent sets. So this is all Idolmaster extra stuff that's just been kind of sitting in a big stack here. So I'm just going to put all the Idolmaster stuff. Maybe I should break it down by class. I don't know. I'll figure that out later. So all the Idolmaster stuff, and this is all of the parallel foil Idolmaster stuff that I have. I don't think anything else is mixed here. Okay, yeah. Ooh, that's a good one. We've got a Bellringer Angel. Anastasia. Like I said, I'm just going to stick these all into the gold pile. And here's some old, like, playables. Once again, from just decks that I've, like, taken apart. This is a starter deck card. The Penguins actually... Starter deck cards should go on their own pile. Because they're very difficult to get. I realized I put some of the Idolmaster starter deck stuff already in their own things. So I've already kind of messed this up a little bit. But I'll figure it out as we go. Anyway, so we have some Angels, some Olivias. These can all go into this pile. All right, more sorting. There's going to be a lot of sorting as we go through here. Ooh, Silent Purge, parallel foil. Yeah, I'll try to be... Is this a promo? This is a promo. Where did I put... Oh, the promos are on this thing. Yeah, well, I'll try to be a little bit quicker as we go. Because I do want to talk about... we'll leave the sleeves on for now, maybe? Yeah. I did just want to chat about Shadowverse. And, you know, how I feel about Shadowverse going into this year. Here's some sleeves. That's really good, actually. I know... It's pretty obvious that this is one of Idolmaster decks. Ooh, this is gonna pose a problem as well. How do I want to do this? Let's Let's see. How much of the deck do I have? That's a lot. I'm probably just gonna de-sleeve this whole thing. You know what? Let me change the battery. I'm just gonna de-sleeve this as we talk. Alright, so we are back. And I am still trying to determine if I want to de-sleeve this now or not. I think I'll just set this aside for now because I don't have the space to de-sleeve it. So I'll just stick the deck over here. All the sleeved deck stuff can go over there, I guess, for now. You know what? Decision paralysis. Alright, anyway, let's just continue. We have a lot to go through here. So we have some parallel foils. Ooh, these are some really nice ones. And some promos. So this is what? These are not promos. But these are. So, not promos. These ones are promos. I feel like this promo thing is too far away to place it. Because I do have the camera, like, in front of me. And the tripod. So I have to, like, reach around the camera. Alright, anyway. Let's continue on. Yes, Kuon. I've taken apart my Kuon deck for the time being. It will come back at a later date. Parallel foils. I feel like we're going to have a lot of these. So let's move some stuff around. Just to make some have to reach quite as far. It's got some golds. For the most part, like I said, golds and not golds can all just kind of... I mean, golds can go in their own pile, and then all the not gold stuff can go in their own pile as well. There's another parallel foil. Anyway, Shadowverse Evolve. It is currently my favorite game to play. I absolutely adore this game. It's so much fun, deck building, everything. This Fall from Grace, I'll just stick it in the gold pile for now, but it's very, very useful. Here's Fumika Sajisawa, really, really good. Idolmaster card. Oh, I just thought I stuck on my Idolmaster foil. Whatever. I'll stick it. Well, I'll put it down here in our own pile. Oh, it's already a mess. It's already a mess. Here's some Bellringer Angels. Ooh, here's a Evo Forte, just kind of chilling. Sleeve. I think the game is in... it's obviously not the... I just put all these golds in the wrong pile. It's obviously not like, you know, selling gangbusters like One Piece or Star Wars or anything like that, but I've found that the people who really like Shadowverse, the community is, like, fantastic. And for me personally, the game is just so much fun to play and to, like, deck build and to just have a lot of fun with it. This is a promo Fairy Dancer. I took out my fairy deck. As you can see, here's the Amataz. Spinaria, great card. Her price has come down recently. Cynthia, I really love the art on her. But yeah, the game is great, and I'm having an absolute blast with it. You know, and going into this year, I've seen, you know, it pick up a little bit more traction, at least among my community. Ooh, these are the Japanese foil Angelic Snipe promos. Here's the Angelic Barrage English promo. So it's not like gangbusters, but I do see people, you know, continually hop into the Discord server. These are all promos. And chat about Shadowverse Evolve. A lot of people excited for the new sets to build decks. There's even more Olivia's. Ooh, Zoe, my girl. One of my favorites. Oh, this is just a big stack of promos here. Yeah. Big ol' stack of promos. And it's really encouraging to see because, like I said, I love this game. Obviously, I'm an ambassador for this game, but you know, it all is from a place of genuine love and passion because I think this game is the most underrated TCG on the market. I think it's absolutely brilliant and fantastic and super fun, super underrated. Yeah, I'm not gonna continue this train of thought because I'm just gonna keep yapping about the same thing and repeating the same stuff over and over again. But it's really cool to see new people pick it up, and it's always encouraging when someone new drops in the Discord or someone leaves a comment on a YouTube video. Ooh, here's the English Angelic Snipe promos. These ones are in foil. Marcotte, I really like this card. She's here because I was considering brewing with her for my Wardhaven list. Kaede made it into the list, but she's I don't need those extra ones. So this card, brewing with it. I don't know if I like it. Ooh, one of my favorites, Steadfast Samurai. Great card. Yeah. So I'm pretty positive on Shadowverse Evolve. I think the game is, like I said, it's great and it's growing. Not like insane amounts, but I think their growth is genuine. And what's the right word for it? I'm not gonna say natural, but it's kind of, these are promos. Ooh, Aurelia. Finally took her out of my sword decks. Here we have a parallel foil Bellringer, Ralmia. Let's see. Oh, this is another one that I've been kind of playing around with. So I was gonna put the Uma cards over in one big pile, but once again, still a little unsure of what I'm doing with this stuff. Uma cards. I don't have a non. I'll just stick it here. Whatever. Kiss of Lust is another one that I'm considering running in. There's that card that gets you a Rulenai from your graveyard, and I'm considering running an extra Kiss of Lust instead of the extra Rulenai regrowth, Rulenai reanimate. Updated my Hunter deck, too. Anyway, yeah. So Shadowverse, it's great. It's continuing to grow, even though it's not like one of the big dogs on the market. And every time I see people like hopping into the community, like the Rogues Gallery community Discord or whatever, Inside is a starter deck card, yeah. It's cool. It's cool to see. So, yeah. Here's more. I just put this. Man, maybe I should just move all of my Uma and Idolmaster stuff together. It's just kind of like, I don't know. I don't want to say it's a pain, but it's just slightly inconvenient to... Ooh, here's a random leader. Here's a little pack of random leaders I have here. I'll stick these with the URs for now. Some Japanese bell ringers. Japanese ding dongs. Some sleeves. Really cute. Shadowverse Evolved sleeves. So this is this was a deck that I had together. This was my old one of the old dragon decks. I currently have 2 dragon decks, and so these are actually a lot of duplicates that I just don't. I'm not using because I have them in other decks, especially stuff like the 3 Filenes here. I think I own like 6 Filenes. Yeah. By the way, I'm sorry. I apologize if this is like really rambly. That's just gonna be the nature of this video. It's just like, you know what? Let's organize my stuff and just talk about Shadowverse, because this game is awesome, and I don't think enough people are talking about it, man. I know there's like this weird competitive mindset among certain areas of YouTube, not necessarily in the circles that I hang around with, but just in general, where people are like, oh, they don't want the competition, they want all the views for themselves. And I'm like, nah, dude. I want more people talking about Shadowverse. And I want more people like covering these games that I really like. Ooh, Layla. So this is another Idolmaster deck that I will need to de-sleeve in time. Oh yeah. We're at the actual deck here. I actually still have 2 Idolmaster decks together, but I built like 4 of them for. Ooh, there's some good cards sitting in here. I'm just gonna de-sleeve this at a later time and kind of sort this. But this was my new Generations deck. I actually did a gameplay video of this with Daniel Yonto, and the deck like actually did really well. I don't know if he'll ever upload it to his channel. Maybe he already did. I don't remember, but I felt bad because I've invited him. He's the English World Champion for Shadowverse. I invited him onto the channel a couple times, and I have not lost a single game. So I'm just like, it feels like a hazing almost. I just invited him on the channel just to beat him up. All right, now let's get to some of the boxes. And I realized I didn't leave myself a space to take these out. So this is how I store my set. So this is the Uma Musume set, and I have all the golds in a big pile, and then like the usually they're sleeved up. This is what I used to do. All of the LRs. So what I'm gonna do now, how I want to do this, is we are going to just take out what's in here. Some sleeve, empty, and I'm going to just sort this into piles. And so for the Uma stuff, it's really easy because I'm just, hey look, here's more Japanese promos. I'm just gonna put all of the Uma stuff into the Uma pile. But as we go to other sets, it's going to be a little bit more complicated. These ones also have all the golds, and I stopped doing this a few sets ago, and the golds went into like long boxes. Here's some tokens that aren't even Uma tokens. These here. Oh, and here's some Uma legendaries, though. Okay. And so what I'm going to do for the golds... Oh, I can also see this being a problem, because I'm just going to have stacks on stacks of golds off to the side, but... it's a necessary thing to organize these. So we just have all these golds that are mostly not organized, and these are just going to go off to the side. I might put them back in these boxes for temporary storage, but that's not where they're going to end up being. So that's the Uma box. One box of like 8. Ooh, we do have the parallel foils. Those will not go. These are special. Parallel foils are usually pretty hard to pull, so they will go in their own piles. Here's more legendaries. I think these are starter deck cards. But for the most part, I think I'm just gonna stick these all with the gold pile. Alright. Alright, yeah, it's gonna be a little messy. We're just gonna keep going. Alright, here's another box. There are 2 boxes of these that have like miscellaneous stuff that are just like legendaries and stuff from old decks, and I think this is one of them. Some of them are just gonna be like non-legendaries, but it's definitely like a mix, right? So let's continue on with that. So here's some dragon. Yep, okay. Got dragon. Yeah, I'm glad I'm finally doing this, so I can actually sort out literally everything. And I'm regretting putting the Uma and that stuff in their own piles. I'll probably sort them out later. But yeah. I'm losing train of thought trying to sort these. And also, hey, here's a Octress. Nice. Some Hero Sword stuff. Like I said, I buy for myself as a starter deck card. Starter deck legendary, you can go in here. I buy for myself a case of every single set, and I've done that for every single set of this game. So when you see these like just big piles of duplicates and stuff, I mean that's why. That's why. Ooh, Japanese made leader. Here's I have made it a point always to sort at least through all the parallel foil stuff, even though there's some Uma stuff mixed in here. So these just go over here with the parallel foils. Do I want to take out the Uma stuff? Hold on. Maybe I take out the Uma stuff to at least keep with it. Even though like Lamplet I use in like so many different decks. It makes some noises pretty good too, actually. I always consider every time I'm like building my rune decks, I'm like, oh, is this gonna be one of the times I bring in make some noise? But I don't know. Usually, maybe not. If there's other stuff, rune has a lot of removal these days. All right, so a lot of these are gonna be non-foil, just staples that I used in previous decks that will need to be eventually sorted into like actual. Like their actual sets, and then from there, ooh, good stuff like dropping on the floor bullet. From there, I will sort them into like their actual like long boxes that are like, oh, these are, you know. Well, a thought just occurred to me actually. I could also, these are just golds. I could also just be like, okay, these are golds for set 1 through whatever, and have it like that. So it's sorted by basically like silvers and bronzes and stuff, and then golds. Yeah, the miscellaneous stuff is going to be in here, except there are some things that are starter decks. Yeah, that's Mummy is starter deck. Let's see. Yeah. I think these are all starter deck stuff. Yeah. I sort the starter deck stuff, by the way, differently because, well, they're not in any other sets. A lot of the starter deck stuff is exclusive to the starter decks. I think this is just a big chunk of starter deck things here. Yeah. Yeah. They're exclusive to the starter decks, so they're like pretty rare. Those are like the only copies of those cards that I have. Whereas if you look at stuff like, you know, Azazel, I probably got like 20 of him. One of my favorites, Amelia. Very cute. I think she's going to get a new card in the next couple sets, if I remember right. I think we get a new Amelia soon. Some very well-used cards. Lyriel, Archer Throne, Erd, more Amelia. Yeah, these are... like I said, I have the other gold piles in the respective things, but these are the ones that, like, you know, I used in decks and then have, like, taken out since then. Temis's Decree. Sacred Plea. No, Sacred Plea is not a starter deck card. I always think it is. It is not. It is not. All right, this one is almost finito. I remember at one point when execution was like $5 or $6, which is kind of insane, kind of wild. Yep, I think it's gonna cap this one. Oh, yep, okay, cool. And we'll stick that here. And one more card. It's a Japanese Orisa leader. Here, so we'll put that there. All right, we got 6. We're gonna stretch over 6 more. All right, we have this box. What is in this one? This one is also another miscellaneous box. I can tell just how it's laid out, so I'm just gonna grab a stack. Ooh, I actually need. Hold on. Sometimes when the cards like fall over like this, it can always be a pain. There we go. This is another starter deck card. This is a Japanese Dragon Oracle. Really useful, actually, even though you're not allowed to use Japanese cards in English events. Sometimes I just need 6 Dragon Oracles, and I only got the three English ones. So, yeah. Anyway, here's a Erasmus, more Cerberus. I don't use those in any decks currently, so I do have a lot of just extra Cerberus, kind of just sitting around. Lots of Rune. A Rune here, Pascal. Beautiful, beautiful cards. And I think what I'm going to end up doing with all of these is, like I mentioned, kind of in passing, is I'm going to get a binder, and I'm going to binder these up. Probably with, do I want 6 binders? 1 for every class? I don't think I'll need 6 binders for now. Some Japanese cards here. Here's some Uma cards. There's a mix between Uma and not Uma cards. Parallel foil, more Uma. So I might do a thing where it's like, ooh, Crazy Executioner foil, pretty good. Do like 2 or 3 crafts per binder. Here's more starter deck stuff. Yep, okay. Oh, yep, and still more starter deck. Still more starter deck stuff. All right. Prism is not, but Hair is, and Lilith also is. Okay. One of my favorite cards. Super underrated, and it's also very pretty. I like it a lot. Should actually try to run it. Just force it in, force it in decks. Acolyte's Light is a starter card. Focus. Yeah. Anyway. Ooh, Heavenly Aegis. Yeah, I just got a pocket of, like, you know, a bit, or, Haven stuff. Snipe. Grimnir's a good old classic. Phantom Blade Welder. Ooh, beautiful. Diamond Master. And my Seraph that I like to use for my Seraph decks. Alright. Grab another stack. I remember this guy also being kind of expensive at one point. Soul Dealer. Yeah, I recently, like I mentioned, just, this is... Oh, I put him in the wrong pile. This is not Uma, this is Idolmaster, whatever. Well, whatever. I already regret splitting them up. I'm like, oh, I'll split them up into the respective, you know, archetypes, not archetypes, worlds, whatever they're called. They're called something. I don't remember what it's called. But Anyway, that was a mistake. I should have just put them all together. Anyway, normally when I do this, by the way, I just have like a long form YouTube video or a like music playing or something. I'll have a big chunk of, hold on, big chunk of this is just tokens. I don't think I need any of these tokens, so we'll just set these here. Surefire bullets are always really nice to have. I use so many of them in decks. It's kinda ridiculous how many surefire bullets I need. There's a bunch of Uma stuff. So Uma URs. Parallel. Yeah, I guess I'm just putting all of the extra world stuff over there. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Yeah, but genuinely, game is great. Finally, I'm like happy I'm finally getting around to sorting all this out because another surefire bullet. Cause yeah, it's been like, you know, it's like semi sorted. But the problem is like, you know, I have these multiple boxes that are like, you know, miscellaneous boxes, mostly full of cards that I used in previous decks, but then took apart because I build like, you know, 6 to 9 plus new decks every single set. Not to mention all of the updates I do to all the decks. So it's just one of those things, you know, where it can get a little bit jumbled here or there. I'm just sorting out all the Uma stuff because Uma, even though it was like a very like parasitic set, there's a lot of cards in the Uma set that were pretty good in multiple decks, right? So you can kind of see that I brewed with a lot of them. Usually when you come across the card in these, they're like, you know, play sets and whatnot. Uma, yep, okay. So Uma goes here. This big stack will go here. And I think the other 5 boxes I have are going to be very set specific boxes. I don't think I have very many more just I don't think I have any more miscellaneous, actually. Uma. I did, you know, you see like all the, here's more executions. Let's see. Oh, here's cards that will, is this one that gets banned soon? The Gingerbread House, or It's a Sweets Buffet. I think it's one of the cards that's gonna be pre-restricted coming up because Dirt Rune is gonna be very, very good. Speaking of Dirt Rune, this is where all this stuff was from. Cauldron of Calamity. I did go ahead and buy foils of a lot of this in preparation because it's very good. It's very good. All right, let's get another box over here. Oh, this is another messy one. I think this might be a messy. Oh, it's not a messy one. Okay, cool. This is gonna be easy because this one's gonna be like, here's all the golds. So what set is this? Fashionista. No, the set 4. So did I have the parallels? I do have the parallels. So we'll do all the parallel foils, set them aside. And then I have some that are non-foil that I used in decks. Just put those aside. And then everything else should be like golds. Yeah. So all these golds, they're just gonna go over here to a big pile. And then, oh yeah, I was putting Uma gold. Oh, but I mixed it with these. That's fine. And then here's the rest of, well, not the rest, but at least another good chunk of golds. Oh, these are Japanese ones. I usually keep them separate, but I think we'll sort the Japanese cards into the English cards finally. Yeah. Once again, you're not allowed to use Japanese cards, so I usually keep them separate, but, you know what, I know not to use them, and so I'll just keep them all together now, which includes the legendaries. All right, you know what? This pile is gonna get in the way. You can see it here. Just this is the big like non-foil pile. I think what I need to do is I think I need to put this in a like place where my arm's not gonna bump into it. All right, there. There we go. And these also non-foils. Ooh. Alright, so we got a starter deck card. Some like Uma-ish stuff. Okay, these now can go into the non-foil pile. Alright, yeah, we were sorting these. Sure, yeah, that's what we're doing. Hey, look, it's Japanese Aether. Great card. Dark Jean. Python, Chimera, Deep Wood Anomaly, and that's a neutral. Alright, then we have the rest of the legendaries. These are the English ones. You're like at the halfway, point. Ooh, extra Israfil. Looks like I only have some Evo versions extra, at least still from here. These ones should be sorted for the most part. So here's like all of the Levitine dragon stuff. Actually, this is just all dragon. Yep, dragon. Cool. And then all of the Abyss. All of the Chimera, including Beautiful Ginger. Goes there. Here's another Deepwood Anomaly and CC. Cassiopeia, that's a great card. It was kind of a spendy one for a little while. We have this, and then Dark Jean. Alright, well, now we have 4 more boxes. The last 4 boxes are going to be similar to that. Except for this one. I lied again. Yeah, so this one is actually 2 sets. I think this is set 5 and 6, maybe? But it will be easier in the sense that this one, it just has like a bunch of golds. So we'll need to kind of set some stuff aside. We'll stick the golds here. We have a Japanese diamond. I actually got that one in Japan from one of the Lucky Box vending machine things. I guess it's not a Lucky Box, it's like a Lucky Pack. Some of these cards aren't even out in English yet. Some of them are though. Like this, I think it's just a starter deck one, actually. Let's stick over here. We have a Japanese Dione, and then these 2, which they can just go in the pile. Alright, how do we want to do this? This is what I tell myself often. This is what I tell myself very, very often. Okay, so here is pile of legendaries. You know, we'll sort this in a minute. Pile of Phoenix Empress, by the way. Some of my favorite art. Beautiful. God, this art. This set had like such banger art. This is what set is this? This is 6. Set 6. God, the art in this set is so good. So there's a bunch of parallels. I have more too. So let's see. Don't want to mix them up too much. Yeah, a bunch of parallels. Cute little rookie succubus. So these are gonna go over into the parallel pile. And then we have all the golds for the set. Yeah, this was the Kuan set. Similarly, more golds. Ooh, Yuzuki, Righteous Demon. I'm a big fan of Yuzuki. She's one of my favorite characters. In fact, she's what I have on my phone background, my lock screen. I like the Righteous Demon. Though I use her promo version in my in the decks that in the Control Abyss deck that I play. If you've watched the deck tech videos, you will know, you have seen. She's such a great card, man. She like puts herself in the bin to help your Necro charge and also kill stuff, and then like if you do like a reanimator type strategy, bring her back, she also just kills stuff. She's a champ. So this is set 5, right? Yeah, set 5. So yeah, this was set 5 and 6 in this box. And then this is the type of stuff that made me be like, okay, I actually need to sort all this out, because I'm like, okay, which box has which stuff in it. Sorry, the battery kind of crapped out a little bit, but we're back a little bit. Anyway, this is the Omen set, right? Let's see. I don't. Oh, there are. Okay, wait. Hold on. I do need to take this a little bit slower. Ooh, Saphir. Hello, my dear. I do need to take this a little bit slower because it looks like, hey, Spina. There are some like legendaries and whatnot kind of mixed in here. Apostle of Craving, kind of like a little apostle package there. Jerry. Okay, I think it looks like that's pretty good. Alright, that looks like it's pretty good. Okay. And then the final little bit to take out of the box itself before getting to the legendaries from this box are just these, which it doesn't look like there's any other mixed in cards, so. Okay. Cool. Dealing with all these golds is going to be like I said, it's going to be the real problem here. But when we're all done, everything will be nicely sorted and easily accessible. And when I'm like, okay, I need to build, a new Abyss deck, I can be like, okay, sweet. You know what I could do? It's kind of crazy, but I could also sort all of the golds by faction? Oh no, oh no. Why did I put that evil into my head? I could sort all the golds by class and then be, hey, look, here's some extra Lashenas. I'm using some for the current stuff. Anyway, it would take so long to sort the big pile of golds that I have. Extra Gulmu. Do I even want to entertain that thought? How much time am I willing to spend sorting? Ooh, Bob Katha. I use my fancy versions of that. Hey, look, I have I don't need no stinking SL, or not, is this an SL? SP? I got an SL Mysteria. Beautiful artwork on it, to be honest. Anyway. It does seem like a good idea, though. I mean, like, in terms of end result, it seems like a good idea. If it's a good idea now, I don't know, man. Wilbert. I have so many. I've got like 6 of that guy because I'm using 3 of them in a different deck. Same with Ginsetsu. I'm using 3 Ginsetsu. I have 7 Ginsetsus, man. Anyone need any Ginsetsus? I got a lot of great foxes there. Oh, here's more Bob Katha, Bad Kathy. All right, cool. Those ones are situated. We got 3 more boxes, and I don't think I will. What I'm gonna do after all of this is I'm gonna then individually sort these out. But I don't think I'm gonna subject you to that. But hey, if this is a video you're watching and you're like doing something else, cleaning, working on another project, that's what I typically do when I watch videos like this. Hey, hope whatever you're working on is going well. This is set 1. Yeah, this is set 1. So these are starter deck legendaries here, which I think I've been. Oh, I might have been. You know what? I'll just stick it right there for now. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of starter deck stuff here. Ooh. All right, all of this stuff I'm just gonna stick over in this pile. I do want to put all the legendaries in their own piles. That's a promo. And then these are set 1 foils. Yes. Correct. Set 1 foils. Okay. So yeah, this is the set 1 box. At some point I'm definitely gonna have to sort that stuff out. At some point I'm really gonna need to sort yeah, these golds and non-foils and stuff. Just more sorting. Well, here, look, set 1 stuff. Oh, look how nostalgic this is. Sea Queen Otohime. Here's more Otohimes. I like Otohime. I think she's very cute. And also, a pretty good card that's been outclassed you know, over the year the game's been out, but still a pretty sweet card. Alright, so we have Zernitra. So short the dragon. Man, I really don't know if anyone's gonna watch this. I'm thinking back and I'm like, no one's gonna watch this, man. No one's gonna watch this. And look at the views, it's got like 20 views. No one gives a damn. Well, if you're here and watching this, hey, thank you. I appreciate it. Set 1 Rose Queen. I like this card. I think it costs too much, right? It's a 6-drop. I think if it was like a 4-drop or something, it'd be much more playable. Well, obviously, if it costs less, it'd be more playable. Here's all the Lucifers. Remember when these were worth like $30 each? I didn't sell any of mine, so you know, here they all are. SL Flaming Glass. And then at the time, I also sleeved up all of my bell ringers, which most of them are in use, but we do have, you know, the Evo bell ringers. And so this is what we have. Alvida's Command. Yo, this card, this lady, Pirate Lady, Alvida, she comes back soon. She's very good. Multiple Alvida's Command. Parallel foils. Alright, so this is just all the foils from set 1. I love how D-Shift is just a set 1 card too. And also still playable. There's a lot of like really nice playable cards from set 1. It's actually a fantastic set. Like you always like kind of look back and be like, oh yeah, Path of Purgatory. It's still kind of good. There's some other ones in here, like I like Dire Bond. Yeah, there's some cool stuff. Phoenix Roost. I don't know about Phoenix Roost, but I have been thinking about playing Mordecai more with Nefties. Nep. Okay, cool. That box is done. 2 more boxes. So this is what, set 2 and 3, I think, now? Because this is when I was a little more stringent, organized. This is set 3. I could tell because of the little Millie cards that I haven't opened. So a bunch of the Millie promos and whatnot. She's a pretty good, if you want to play Runecraft, she's a really cute Runecraft leader to have. I'm just gonna stick these with all these other things right here. Another box to use for spacer, as a spacer. Let's see. Oh, I usually did this if there were foils. Yep. So here's all the parallel foils for this set. Very pretty stuff here. I really like the Pumpkin Necromancer. Oh yeah. I remember I took out all of the alternate art cards too, like the Cauldron of Calamity. Yeah, I separated all the Millie stuff. So for this set in particular, I'll keep those separate. Then we have all the gold. I could probably just sort them with the golds. That might be what I do actually. Sort all the Millie cards with the golds. Sure. Amaro, Spear Knight. My battery's gonna die again, bro. All right, well, we'll speed through these. I haven't actually been. I think my battery's just, you know, on the way out, because we actually didn't. It's not that long, right? It's not like it's a 3-hour video. It might be like 1 hour. Let's say an hour. All right, so here's the legendaries. We have Angel of Chaos. I really like that card. A bunch of Forest. Here's more Millie, but it's really Wizardess of Oz, which is, I really like the art of Wizardess of Oz. I actually have a poster in the studio in Japanese of this set. Or I guess I should say, of this set's Japanese release. Diamond Master. Cinderella. I never really did the Fable sword type archetype, but I think it's kind of cool. I'm actually pretty excited to use Levitine Dragon, because he gets juiced up in an upcoming set with more stuff. Alright. Here's the final one. This is our set 2 box. That's all of our set 2 stuff. Alright, so let's see. Another spacer. As I drop it. I use a lot of my empty Red Zone Rogue Dragon Shield sleeve boxes as spacers. We have some empty sleeves. Stick that here. Some Japanese foils. More Japanese foils. These are cards that I got I like people who have watched all of my content might know that before I started covering this game regularly, I did buy it and open up the Japanese release because, you know, I'm a big Shadowverse fan, right? And I was like, hey, Shadowverse cards, let's open these up. I even opened up the old Shadowverse, like, just trading cards. They were just like, they weren't even a game. They were just like visual representations of the digital game, which was, you know, it was fun because, once again, I just really like Shadowverse, so yeah. I do still have those. I have some of those on display, actually. And I was always like, oh, it'd be so fun to play a like, physical Shadowverse. But they'll never do it. It's a digital game. Hey, guess what? They did it. And I actually think this might be heresy, but I actually like the physical game more than the digital game. Yeah. Ooh, there's some... I just saw Vania. There's some really, really sweet stuff in this set that we'll be using in a set or two. So we have more foils. Good old Siegfried. Yeah, this set was cool too. Yeah. God, there's so many good Shadowverse sets, man. Alright. Last little sort here. So we have Seraph and Aegis. Bahamut. More Bahamut. Lots of Bahamut. Bahamut is still a pretty cool card, actually. Not many cards do what Bahamut does. Dragoon. We have the Flute. Flute saw a lot of play. Always a big fan of Albert. Super Strike. Pascal. Another Heavenly Aegis. Guess it's just an extra. And then here we go. This, well, not this random soul dealer at the end or this sleeved up Amelia. But no, these. What sleeves are they in? Mix of sleeves. Looks like I only have 5 of these. But yes, Vania, Vampire Princess. This card is very good, and we'll see play very soon. If you don't already have a playset and you want to play Vampire Abyss, you should probably pick these up. I don't know how like available they are. I don't really know what it looks like on the market right now. And so yeah, we're gonna sort through all of this stuff. And I'll do that off camera. This is kind of a weird video. Let me know. Hey, let me know if you liked this. And yeah, I don't know. How do you sort your collection? General idea is all this stuff here is going to go into binders. I'm going to sort it all, and then it's going to go into binders, and then all the golds that you saw, we're gonna go into boxes by their sets. But actually, now that I look at it, I might try to sort them all by class. The golds by class. Oh, that seems like a tough task. Or rather a long task. But thank you so much for watching, everyone. I appreciate you for being here. I appreciate you for supporting the Shadowverse Evolve content. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I'm a big fan, and I very much appreciate it so much. So thanks for commenting, liking, subscribing. If you haven't done all those already, please do so, because you're here at the end of this really long, weird video. Might as well. And we'll see you next time for more content. Oh, I have the deck tech coming up soon, because the whole reason I'm doing this is because I built the decks, and I was like, I could be more efficient. I could be more efficient. Deck tech soon. Bye-bye.